Hey everyone, my name is Jacqueline Bonsecore. I am a sixth grade math middle school teacher in Marietta, Georgia. I have done a paper interactive notebook forever, and now with the times changing like they are, I decided to make a digital copy. So there are a lot of tutorials on OneNote, but this is just a quick way to get started and get you thinking about it. So first thing we're going to do, if you have an Office 365 account, you need to open up Teams. Everybody should have Teams if they have that. You'll go to Teams, and then you're going to go to Join or Create a Team. So if you notice, these are all my teams that I've already created. So I already created my 4 classes that I have this year that are math on level, but I'm going to start a new one. So I'm going to Join or Create Team. Then you're going to go to Class, and I'm going to just put Practice Math 6, and then first period. I would recommend that you do a notebook for each class period you teach. Especially middle school and high school. I mean, you're up to 125 kids. It's going to get overwhelming if it's all in one. So I make my first one, and I make it first period or whatever period you have. So I'm going to make my first one. Next. When you get here, you can search students. I don't have any students right now, so I can't to add them to my class. If it's a teacher, if it's a co-teacher, you can add them now, and they have access to editing. But I'm going to skip because I don't have either right now. Now, this is a place where they're going to post, so they can post comments and stuff, and you can go back to them, and this is just for first period students. There's files, and there's assignments, and there's grades. You can add files. They'll be able to see these, but I usually just do the class notebook. And the class notebook will be set up through Teams. So I'm going to go to Set Up OneNote Class. If this is your first one, which it is, we'll do Blank Notebook. Collaboration Space is a place where teachers and students can edit the content. So if it's like group work, you can have group A doing something, then have a section for group B and a section for group C. So it's a lot of things that they can be working on during groups. Content library, this is just for teachers to edit. Students can only view it. This is where I put my syllabus, and I put behavior plan and everything else on here. Teacher only section is very important. I think it's a great place to put all of your content for all of your 7 or 8 units. And you keep it in there, and it's only for you. Students can't see it. But if it's in here, then you can distribute it to a student notebook. So once you have students in your class, you can start distributing the pages that you want them to do. It says online to make sure that you post probably a day before so that it syncs up and everything is good to go, and you're not waiting on the kids to have it in their notebook the day of. So just, maybe just the night before, the morning of, that would be fine too, before homeroom and everything. But student notebooks. We're going to go to Next. This is very important because this is what the students are going to see. So when they enter into your notebook and they look at the link that they have that you gave them, they're going to see these. If you start adding sections and then you're like, oh, wait, I don't want them to have that, there's a problem. This is the one big problem that I came into. You cannot delete a section for all students. You have to go in and manually delete it. So be careful that these are the ones that you want. You can always add it later, but these are the ones that you want them to start off with. So I'm not going to do handouts. I'm not going to do class notes because I want them to have a section for each unit. So my first unit is Unit 5, or Unit 0, 5th grade review. So that's all I want them to have. I want them to have a homework section of quizzes and a Unit 0, 5th grade review. So I'm going to hit Create. So now that I'm getting my classroom notebook ready, I'll come over here, these 3 dots. Here's a place to manage it. Manage the team. Adding a channel is for like if you have another teacher that wants to be a part of it, but then things can be confusing. So I never really add a channel. Adding members, editing the team, getting your link. So here's your link that you could send to your students once you know who they are. Post it on your website or on Edmodo or wherever your school does their communication. So cancel that for now. All right, so this is the notebook. Welcome to the class notebook. Your students are going to see these sections. They're going to see the welcome section, collaboration, and content. And then they're going to see those sections that you had already put on there. Teacher only. This is a section that is for you to just put all your units and all your stuff. Problem is, though, is we need to go to class notebook before we even start. Class notebook, we need to go to manage. The reason why is this collaboration space needs to be locked. It needs to be locked, because if not, then it's open and people can start writing stuff in there. So I don't open it, I don't unlock it until I am doing a group project and want them to use it. Until then, it is locked. Also, I have done this already, so mine was enabled, but you need to make sure if you don't see a teacher only section, let me see where it is. If you don't see that teacher only section when you open up your notebook, you need to go back into here, class notebook, manage, and you need to make sure it says enabled, because then that'll give you access to it. So welcome notebook, this is where it all starts. They are going to see the welcome page. I don't want them to see all this stuff that they have here that's extra, so I'm going to delete that so that they won't see that. Then I'm going to delete this so they won't see that. But I'll add a page to it and maybe say welcome to 6th grade. Maybe do a little, introduction. I look forward to a great year teaching you math. Okay, something, if you want to, of course, do a little something different. You can insert, you can do a picture. So I'll go to my file for picture. You're going to choose file. Pictures I have here, let's see. Oh, there it is, hello, 6th grade. So you can insert pictures into there, symbols, emojis, anything that you want, but this will be the page that they see. So, hello, 6th grade. All right, collaboration space, like I already talked about. This is what they're going to see, but right now you have it locked, so they won't be able to do anything with it. So what I'm going to do is, so that they don't get confused here, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to delete this section. I just don't want them to get confused with it. It's just going to be blank for them. And then they won't be able to type in here. We'll be able to type, but they can't. Content library. This is another place where they have getting started with the content library. I don't need this, so I usually get rid of it, delete page, permanently delete, and then I might add one or two depending on what I need. So for this one, I'm going to do classroom procedures. Okay, I'm going to insert a file. Oh, you got to make sure you're clicked there. Insert a file. Insert as attachment. Choose file. I'm going to insert the rules that I have. Beginning of the year, first week of school, classroom procedures. So I'm going to insert that file. So when they click on here, they have the procedures. They know what my class is all about. What I also like, though, is to actually have the picture of it. So this is what it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the snipping tool, use the snipping tool, which I love. I love, love, love to use it. And I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to come over here. And if you do Control V, that works. Like, you can't just do copy paste. It makes you do Control V. So I just did Control V. So you can have both of these uploaded, the Word document and the actual picture. So that's what it shows for me. I'm going to rename content library. I'm going to maybe make it student resources. So you can go ahead and change those. Okay. This one, another one can be, like websites. If you want to put your websites down, I know that we use Edmodo as a communication. So Edmodo, we use iExcel, different websites. And then, of course, you can copy the link, and then it could be posted for them here. So edmodo.com, and then iExcel is linked as well. So they'll be able to come here and have a one-way ticket to get to their websites that they need. Okay, so I don't know if this one, if it just wasn't loading. Yeah, if you press refresh, most of the time it'll come back to where it was. So if there was a mess up, I usually press that refresh button. So let's check it out. Content library, student resources, good, yeah. Now for the teacher only section, this also has all this getting started stuff. I don't use it on the tutorials. They say, you can keep it, but I just get rid of it. So I'm going to start my first section, and I'm going to name it my homework section. So this is where I'll write all the homework. So this is what I get to distribute to the kids. So maybe August 17th, 2020, homework assignment. And then I can keep adding pages as I need to. So that's homework. Another section that I want to add will be for quizzes. So I can add my quizzes onto here. Okay, so, quizzes, anything that you need for quizzes, you put on there. Next one I need is New section. Okay, this is Unit 5, Unit 0, 5th grade review. So remember, when we set this up, the students already have this. So what's going to happen is the pages that I put into here, that can get distributed to the students. So I have untitled page. This is where I'm going to put all my Unit 0 stuff. So divisibility rules. We'll go to divisibility rules. I can Google something to put up. I can attach notes that I already have. Copy, let's see, maybe, okay. Copy it, and then I paste it onto here. So it's going to be divisibility rules will pop up here, and these will be their notes that they get to see in their notebook, and it'll be Unit 0, 5th grade review. What I'm also going to do is do all my other ones. I'm not going to do them all right now, but I would start doing that here. And then I can add pages here for Unit 1 stuff. Then I can do another section for Unit 2, ratios. Okay, and then once again, I can add all the pages that I need. Right now, what I don't have is I don't have any students. Once you get your students, they're going to show right here. And then they'll be able to see everything that you are posting from your teacher only. You can distribute a page. So I'll show you how to distribute a page in a little bit. But this is it. This is your first period, your first class. We got everything. We got the welcome page. We got collaboration space was closed, locked, content library, student resources, and then teacher only. Now it's time to start another period. So we're going to join or create a team. I'm going to go to new class, and I'm going to say practice math 6 second period. Okay, so same things, just like we did. So we're going to create this team now. So now you can search for students or you can search for a teacher. I'm going to skip that because I don't know anybody. You can post everything on here just for your second period kids, files, assignments, but I'm going to go to class notebook. Okay, and while that's getting set up, remember you have your 3 dots here if you need to manage it. All right, when you set it up, I'm going to set up OneNote class notebook, but I'm not going to do a blank. I'm going to do existing. Okay, so I clicked on existing. Going to go to next. All right, so practice math 6 second note period. I'm going to add content. I'm going to go to, if it has it on here, let's see, practice, I don't know where my, oh, there it is. Practice math 6 first period notebook. Click on that. Click next. Okay, so content library. I want using the content library. You know what? I don't know if it's been synced yet. That might be the problem. It might not be synced because usually it should say student resources. So I'm going to come back to that and see. It just might not have been synced. So to make sure that it's been synced, we go back to practice math 6 workbook, class notebook. And there is a sync button here. So just maybe page saved, last synced. Let me go here, make sure that it was on here. There's student resources. So it might take a little bit to get you your next class period, but let's try it again. So it's class notebook, set up OneNote class notebook, existing notebook. Okay, so let's try add content, practice. So I want to add it from here. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing it up yet, but we'll just hit done. That's fine. Okay, then I want to go to teacher section only and I want to add content. So I want to go back up to math 6 first period notebook, teacher only, and I'm going to click on these. Okay, let me see if content library came up. Nope, not yet. It still says that, but I'm going to click done. Okay, next. Remember, this is your student notebook, so I'm going to get rid of this. This is what they see. Get rid of class notes. What did I add? I added Unit 5, Unit 0, 5th grade skills. Create. And so now that it's created, you're going to have all your files there. The only problem is that I noticed is that the welcome page you can't add on. So I just do like a copy and a paste. So while that's loading, I'll go back into here. So it's the welcome page for some reason that does not load. If anybody knows how to do that, definitely let me know. But I am going to copy and paste this onto the second period notebook. So that's the only thing that doesn't come up. Other than that, everything should be loaded. So let's see. So see here, welcome. So I'm gonna delete this, delete page, permanently delete. I'm gonna permanently delete this one. These are just a couple things you have to do real quick before this one's gonna be ready and perfect. So I'm gonna do page and up down here, I'm going to copy and paste. So 6th grade, I don't know, rocks. So if you want to have a different welcome page for each period, that'll work. But everything else, collaboration space, content library, let me see if it came up. Oh, it did. Student resources, there we go. So it did get copied over. And then teacher only. Yep, everything gets copied over. I had divisibility rules, quizzes, homework, everything is set for you to come over. There's a couple of things here using the teacher. I mean, you can do homework, but everything there gets distributed, and that is perfect. But let me show you. So then you would just do the same thing. Remember, class notebook, go to manage, and make sure that it's locked. Collaboration space. You should have your teacher only section group, but make sure it's locked. Collaboration space. And then, look, that took me about 5 minutes. Go to your 3rd period, go to your 4th period, and go to your 5th. Let me show you with class students what it looks like. This is my notebook right now. I just had added a couple of students. So this is mine, welcome to 6th grade math. Collaboration space I have locked. Content library I had here. I have somebody show me how to make a virtual classroom, so I had put that up there. Teacher only. So I had all my, sections. Let me check here for this student. So now I can see students. So I had 3 students that I had added on, Abigail, Andrew. So Andrew has Unit 0 5th grade review. That's all he sees right now. Yet I have a ton of things in my folder, right? But I only had distributed to him. So you would distribute the section and distribute it to the students. Homework, I don't know if he's got, nope, no homework yet. Quizzes, nope. I think I put a homework in just to see, yeah. So I had a homework. So what I can do is, this is how I can show you how to distribute something. You want to distribute a section. So let's see, or distribute, this is a page. So you go to class notebook, distribute the page, distribute page. Okay, and you want to distribute it to the homework. Okay, and distribute. So then he should have it in his homework. Let's go back to Andrew, homework. Oh, it was still loading. Got to give it just a few minutes. That's why it says with the sync, you just got to make sure that it's downloading for a little bit. It was done, so homework, there it is. That's his homework for Andrew, so you can see your students here. I don't think I had added, yeah, I didn't add the other 2 students officially. So, but Andrew and them have it. And that is it. If you have any questions, you can email me at Jaclyn, JACLYN, Bonsecour, BONSECOUR, at Cobb, K12.org. And it's the number 12, 12.org. Thanks. Bye.